What's good, my boy?
How you?
Staying out the way.
Okay, that boy clean.
What's good, my boy?
How you?
Staying out the way.
Okay, that...
What's good, my boy?
How you?
Staying out the way.
Okay.
What's good, my boy?
How you?
Staying out the way.
Okay, that boy clean, man.
No.
And I ain't even gonna front in no way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm glad. I'm jumping for joy. Only if you can see me right now. That she getting played like a fiddle. I am jumping for joy. I just hope that he understand that she gonna try to get him on the back end with this baby or babies, whichever one it is. Okay? Because I'm not sure if she's pregnant or not. And like I said before, if she is, I ain't got no issues with apologizing and saying I was wrong for thinking she's not pregnant. But I still have the right to my own opinion. And I have the right, and I think that way for simple things like this. One moment she's sitting here with an otter face, in which that's nothing wrong. You're supposed to gain weight facially as well as other places when you're pregnant. So that's not nothing against that. And I'm not really trying to talk about her. I'm just calling it what it is. She does have an otter face in this picture. And then, right back now, which this was, I took this picture, I think, I took this picture this morning. Well, it's still morning, but I took this picture when I got up, a little bit when I got up. She ain't got the outer face no more. But I am realizing that the filter button, or however she does the filter stuff, does a lot of magic. Okay? I am realizing that. I'm realizing that to the fullest. But Janelle, I am glad you playing her like a fiddle, because she deserves it. She deserves it. She deserves all the pain you give her. Just make sure you paying attention, because she's going to try to get you. She's going to try and get you. She really is. She's definitely going to try and get you if you make a success in your movie career. And I'm not caring whether you do or don't. That ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially not riding no other man. Because you knew she was trying to pit you against the truth. You knew that. You knew that, man. You knew that, and you really didn't check her on that. Because that's one thing I would have did. I would have checked her on that. But at the same token, you sat and played your position, and you played your role until you got what you wanted. So, hey, more power to you on that one. More power to you. I ain't hating the game in no way for you doing that to her. It'd have been a difference if you did that to a good girl that ain't did nothing wrong, wasn't out here doing nothing wrong, really was trying to look for love in all the wrong places. But nah, she's a demon in my eyes. And like I said before, the greatest trick the devil played on us was making us think that he didn't exist. Because that's a spitting image right there. She smile and look all nice and everything, but her soul is terrible. You can look at the way she acts, the way she moves. Her soul is terrible. And I ain't gonna never, and I mean never, think any different than that. And I'm hoping that those kids don't grow up thinking like she does. It's real sad. I mean, real sad. That she thinks she's doing the right thing, that she's right. It really is. It's sad as hell, man. It's really sad. Because she's not ugly by any means. I'll never be one to say she is. Her soul makes her look like straight up trash. Bottom of the barrel type shit. her soul is terrible. She had to learn it from somebody. And I wonder who. I really do wonder who. Because there are plenty of times she dressed and looked like she should be walking down Figueroa. There are plenty of times she does. I ain't talking about since she got pregnant. But before she got pregnant, there were times she should have been, the thing she was wearing, I don't see how. I really don't. I mean, she's no better than that woman, what's her name, Portia Williams. How she got over on that dude, that it was very clear that she was way more, well, I would say more attractive than. There's no way she was attracted to him. She was attracted to his money. And it was very clear that the first chance she got, she was going to try to divorce that man and take his money. And that's what she did. She divorced that man, and she's trying to get him for all his paper. I think he's an oil tycoon. I don't know. I think he is. I'm not sure. But she's trying to get him for his bread. No different than what Brianna did to the truth. The only difference is the truth ain't got nowhere near the money that man had. The truth ain't got nowhere near the money that y'all think. If y'all think he's sitting fat with bread, he ain't. She just was a woman that was really in the gutter. She really was. She was a woman that was really, really, truly in the gutter. And he tried to pull her up out of the gutter, and she tried to get over on him. And it took a long time, but eventually he had enough. But it was only, and I do mean, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not knocking her. I just think she played the game the wrong way. Because I can't knock her for playing the game, especially when it's clear and evident. Because way before you knew about it, trust me, he should have realized at least, that she was only with him for what he had offered her. Because I think they was together for 2 or 3 months or whatever, and he moved her out with her 3 kids to where he was at and living with him rather. You know what I'm saying? That's too quick. 3 months, 3, 4, 5, I don't care. That's too quick, especially when you moving a woman with 3 kids. You know? But now she's talking real big and cool. Her and her baby daddy, the first one, is cool and no issues with the wife and none of that. Okay, but I ain't even trying to go back on it, but any of y'all that was paying any attention to what's been going on in this little saga situation, y'all know that it was a point in time when she was talking bad about that man. She was talking real greasy about that man. I mean bad about that man. Terribly bad. What woman in their right mind, I mean seriously speaking, what woman in their right mind is going to let a man that tried to sick pit bulls on her and her kids back into their lives? What man? And if you notice, she's somewhat telling on herself. That man, yes, you see him with that older child, but you don't see him with none of the other kids. And that older child, and that second child, and that third child, they all supposed to be his. I don't never see them together. I've only saw him with that oldest child. But like I said before, don't none of them look like each other. None of them first 3 look like each other. None of them. They all have traits of Brianna. You see Brianna in some of in them, but you don't see that other dude in them except for that first one. Hey, y'all can call it what y'all want. Y'all can say I'm hating, whatever y'all want to call it. I don't care. I ain't losing no sleep, so it don't make me no difference. But facts is facts. And there is no way that, especially if the three, I'll put it this way. I've never met 3 kids in my entire life of living that have the same parents that don't have traits of each other. I'll use perfect examples, and I think this is 10, 11 of them. Them Wayne brothers and sisters. All of them got traits of each other. Every last one of them. It's crazy. But hey, like I said, Janelle, prepare yourself, dog. Prepare yourself. Because when she realizes that you ain't coming back, when she really realizes that you ain't coming back, man, she gonna try to get over on you, brother. She gonna try to get over on you. For real. And she gonna try to make your life a living hell because you don't want her no more. And I'm glad, before I didn't know, so I didn't know, I had no clue, but I'm glad that I see that you only used her for what she had. I am glad. I'm truly glad. Because she used the truth only for what he had. Seriously speaking, she wouldn't have got her body did over like she did. She wouldn't have. Should have been one of these women out here with a whole lot of body weight on them. I ain't saw her in the gym once. And she films herself all the time, just like LaTruth do. Almost all day, every day. I ain't saw her in the gym not one time. But her body stays right. That's just like when she had his baby. I'm pretty sure she gonna snap back. like where you do that at? Man. But hey, I'm glad that you did what you did to her. And I'm glad you're continuing to do what you do to her. Until you make yourself a success. Hopefully you make yourself a success, because I don't wish bad on nobody. Hopefully you make yourself a success. But when you do, trust and believe me, you got you one on the side of you. Well, hopefully she ain't on the side of you no more. But you got you one that's coming trying to ruin you, trying to take her weight, trying to snatch it from you. Trust me. Shit, I wouldn't even be surprised if she intentionally got pregnant. Because that's the type of woman she is. Period, point blank. But I'll be back at y'all later. Peace.